YouTube, it's Erin, and I am the Handbag Housewife, and I'm back again with another video. Today's video is going to be about a couple different things. I wanted to talk to you about buying pre-loved luxury items versus buying new from store luxury items, and when I personally decide to take the plunge and buy something pre-loved and why, and then also when I would just go straight to the store or to an authorized retailer to buy one of those items. Lately, I have bought several items, both pre-loved and new, and there's definitely some advantages to buying both ways. So with regards to pre-loved, I recently purchased this beautiful favorite MM in the Damier Azur, and this bag is no longer available from Louis Vuitton. And so if I want to get it, I have to get it pre-loved. That said, I don't think this bag was ever used. It still has the sticker on the plate, which people leave those on forever, but I used this briefly and I've already got the corner turning up a tiny bit of the sticker. And so I don't think anybody ever used it, or I would have seen some of that happening when I received it. I did go ahead and pack this bag. So this video, we're going to talk about when to buy pre-loved and when not to, but we're also going to talk about inserts and straps. I'm sorry guys, I just can't help myself. It's going to be about a lot of things. So not sure what I'm going to title it quite yet, but if you remember when I did the unboxing of this bag, I said she was a little bulky around the middle. Well, how did I address that? I am using an insert, and I'm going to show you exactly how I have her packed, not item by item, just take a sneak peek inside. I do want to show you, I have her dressed up with this beautiful strap I found on Etsy. I can link it down in the description box. This one isn't Nana Store 2018. I wanted it because it had that really pretty beige stripe in it, and it's more of a army green versus, I don't know what to describe it. It doesn't have as much blue in it, I would say. So let's look inside. As you can see, I have all my items in there, and the way I reduced the bulk in the middle is I sewed an extra double pocket on the back side of the insert in this orange color. I have all of these small little card holders or pouches that I've gotten from Samorga and Suni Bag & Bag, and basically what they are is just little pieces of felt sewed in a square shape. So all I did is I made it into one long piece of felt, and then I sewed it inside with a line up the middle, and I eliminated my two card holders by doing that, using these two pockets for my cards. I'm using this pocket, which is part of the insert from Greentag Inserts up front, for my cash and checks, and then I'm using this back one, which is part of the bag, for my coupons. So I don't have any small leather goods in this bag, except for the cheap pouch I got from Amazon, which has a few sharp, pokey, or liquid things in it that I don't want to get on the bag. And that reduced all the bulk. I could probably cram my phone in this bag, but I don't want to. I would only do it in a pinch. I mean, you can see she's not stuffed to the gills. I think I could fit it right back in the back, but then there would be some distortion, and with this bag's sensitive nature, I don't want to overstuff her ever. So if I did go out for a night on the town and I wanted to make sure I was hands-free, what I would do would be to reduce some of the cards and papers and cash, because I don't need all that if I'm just going out for the night. Now, if you look inside this bag, I have had to add a couple items because of my recent health issue, which was a torrential nosebleed. So I've got these nosebleed packs, as well as a bottle of Afrin, just in case something happens to me while I am out and about. So that is the first example of a time when I would buy pre-loved versus new. Although that was new, but it's not technically new, because if it's pre-loved, someone else has owned it before you, and so it's not new, but it wasn't used, so it is new, right? I don't know. The next example I want to show you is the beautiful Boulogne bag. I think it's actually Boulogne. I think that's how you say it. Let's just say Boulogne from now on. And I do want to show you, I have her dressed up with this Louis Vuitton Facets charm. Probably wouldn't leave that on while I'm wearing it because I couldn't stand that, but I think it looks pretty like that on my shelf. And this charm doesn't flop around so much when I have it on my Speed Bandolier 25. It will just lay flat on that bag and just gently cascade across the front of the checkerboard pattern. I don't think I would buy this bag pre-loved. And the reason why is because you don't save that much. And when you buy it brand new, what you get is you get assurance from the store that if something goes wrong with this bag, that they will take care of you. And what could go wrong with this bag, you might ask? Well, the glazing at some point is going to need to be redone, because all glazing does. And I won't redo glazing on an expensive bag. I don't want to even attempt that. So that is a reason why you should buy this bag directly from the store, in my opinion, in case you need to have the glazing redone. Also, the corners can be replaced. If you get a huge scuff on one of these corners, it is an advantage that they are leather, because leather that gets damaged can be replaced while canvas cannot. So there's two big reasons why you should buy this bag from the store. If you have an extensive purchase history from the store, then they may take care of you even if you did not buy it directly from them, because they know it is an authentic Louis Vuitton bag and they know you are a good customer. But if you've never bought anything from them, it's going to be a lot harder for you to convince them to work on your bag that you bought from somebody else. I did get this fabulous insert from Greentag Inserts, and this one does have 2 pockets on both sides, which is exactly what I wanted. And if you look at the bag without the insert, it's really, really smooshy. You can tell. If you put this insert in, which I had a conversation recently with one of you about inserts. Greentag inserts are squishy inserts, and I like that for squishy bags. I want this bag to have just enough structure that she doesn't look saggy and depressed. But I don't want her to have too much that she loses the pliability, because that feels good on the body. I like the feeling of a bag that molds to my body, and that is what Greentag Inserts lets my bags do. There are some exceptions to me wanting a pliable bag. This bag right here is the biggest example I can think of for when I don't want to use Greentag Inserts. I have a thick, very well structured insert in this bag. It is stiff. You can see that it's totally different than the Greentag Inserts insert. Without the insert, the bag is smooshy, but eventually this bottom will start to bottom out, cave out. And I do have a base shaper in it, which is why it's not caving out right now. Yes, I believe in double protecting the Gucci Marmont bags with not only a base shaper from Mboutiqueau, Australia, but also an insert. And this insert is from Joyinbag on Etsy. I also like Midori Yours. I also like Zuni Bag & Bag. Not every one of those insert manufacturers makes an insert for every bag, and that's why I have multiple sources. But I don't want a smooshy insert for my Gucci Marmont. So there's advantages to knowing where to get inserts from depending on the bag you are choosing. So the next bag I want to talk to you about briefly is the beautiful Odeon PM in the Damier Ebene. So this is also a bag from the store for the exact same reasons that I recommend buying the Boulogne from the store. And I don't know if you notice anything different about this bag, but I have added a chain. Now, here is an example of when it is good to buy pre-loved. I got this chain from one of the resale sites on Facebook from a seller who I researched before I purchased the chain, and it is from the Pochette Accessoiries in the black empreinte, and I thought it would just look stunning with the Odeon and make it look more feminine, and I think I achieved exactly that. I was slightly disappointed to figure out that this little clip here does not fit over this ring, and I found a solution. The solution is I added this little O-ring right here to the Odeon ring, and I'm clipping both straps that I choose to use for this bag on that little O-ring, which works great. But doesn't that look fabulous? I love picking up pieces like this, pre-loved, which this was new. It still had the stickers on it, but technically pre-loved, because you can't get them by themselves. Louis Vuitton does not sell this by itself, so if you want it, you've got to go the resale route, and that is an excellent time to do so. Some other things I have picked up through the resale route recently include my Felici inserts. So the Felici is a cute little bag that Louis Vuitton makes that is just too small for me. And I don't want to buy it because my stuff won't fit, but I love that it comes with these inserts. And so I have picked these up on the resale market. And all of these things you can get authenticated. I have been using Authenticate First recently, and they have been extremely fast. It's $20 to authenticate. I don't generally mess with authenticating smaller purchases like the chain I just showed you or these inserts, but when it comes to my favorite I did authenticate this. And y'all haven't seen this beauty for a while, but I recently upgraded my Damier Ebene Pochette Accessoires, and this is actually a pre-loved item that I got because the one that I had used it so much that the Damier Ebene print had started to rub off just a little bit on the corners. And what's underneath the print is black. So I was able to sell that item to a reseller. And then I purchased this one from another reseller and I got it authenticated. It's all good to go. And I got an upgrade. So I'm pretty pumped that my Pochette Accessoires hack is like new and shiny now. My mini pochette looked a lot better than the bigger version because I had used it by itself a lot more than I had used this part by itself. But she is now all fancy and upgraded. And I've shown you all how I attach these two together with a dress up your purse hack, but I've also recently discovered that the Louis Vuitton bolt extender works as well. And so I've been playing with that because I think it looks really cute. It adds kind of a funky look to that side of the bag where it hooks on to the multi-pochette. And I'm calling it a multi-pochette. It's a multi-pochette because there are two pochettes. So yes, I did just add this pre-loved, and no, you cannot get it available anymore on the Louis Vuitton website because they discontinued this print. So another excellent time to buy pre-loved. Same thing with the bolt extender. The final example I wanted to talk about is my Saint Laurent camera bag. And this bag develops some cracks right here, as I've shown you, but the dusty gray one that I had, it actually lost all the glazing around the D-rings, and I was able to send it in. It's currently at wherever they repair it, being repaired, and they're only charging me $55, which is amazing. So someday I will get that bag back. No one said repairs were speedy, but someday it will happen. But the reason why I brought this one out is because you can buy these through an authorized retailer or through Saint Laurent. And as long as you have the receipt, they will do their aftercare service just like Louis Vuitton. So you don't have to buy it from Saint Laurent to get that aftercare service, but you do have to buy it through an authorized retailer. And so this would be another example of a bag that is better to buy from an authorized retailer than perhaps buying on the reloved market. And so that kind of wraps things up as far as our chit chat about when to buy new, when to buy from where. And I have just one other thing I would like to mention while I'm here, and that is that I do still have this beautiful watermelon soft pebble camera bag available. She is like new. Her zipper is like a butter, as you could just hear. She comes with two straps, a beautiful webbed strap, as well as this skinny leather strap that has grommets on it. I think I might have used this bag once. I might have not used it at all. It looks like I haven't used it at all. And I've marked her down to $150, which is about half off of retail, which is $295. So if you're interested, send me an email, reach out to me on Instagram, and let's make a deal. I do only accept Zelle, Cash App, PayPal Friends and Family, or Venmo Friends and Family as methods of payment, and I will ship and provide tracking as soon as I get that payment. So that wraps it up. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Do it and ring the notification bell so that you are notified of future exciting content such as this. Also, go find me on Instagram. The name there is the same. It's the @ then the Handbag Housewife, all lowercase. You can DM me there, or you can email me at thehandbaghousewife@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, I will see you again real soon. Take care and have a fabulous day. Talk to you later. Bye.